Welcome to the Instagram stories for Monday, June 20th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. On Mondays, we do what I call Mosseri Monday, which is where we talk about what the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, shared on his Ask Me Anything. A lot of times, he shares information about some of the new features that we have discussed on the show. Last week, we talked about new parental controls settings, sensitivity settings, and nudges, which are to let you know when you spend too much time down one specific rabbit hole on Instagram. He answers questions about all that and more, so let's dive right in. The first question is about nudges. Sometimes I wonder if he plants these questions. The question, will you nudge teens away from any content or just dangerous content? Good question. Here's his answer.
Any content that puts people at risk violates our community standards, and we actually take it off Instagram entirely. But for nudges, if you go too deep, or if you go deep, I should say, on any topic, we will encourage you to try something else.
I really like this feature. I understand the scenario where you've gone too far down one specific topic on Instagram, and as a result, you reject the app. You close the app, you open something else, or you go do a different activity. This would keep you using Instagram, but just sort of direct you in a different path. So that benefits Instagram, although it also benefits you and your mental health, hopefully, as well. Next question. Why do I have to keep watching everyone's stories from the beginning? This is a problem that Instagram had last week, but it's been resolved.
Apologies. That was a bug. It should be fixed now. But if you're still seeing it, report that bug, which you can do, by the way, by rage shaking. So just shake your phone hard when Instagram is open, not too hard, and then you can report a bug right there.
You know what's funny about the shake to report a bug feature is that I always forget it exists. I always think of my phone as an expensive device that I do not want to shake or drop. So shaking it hard to report a bug is always something that I forget. Next question. How do I turn on parental controls for my kid? Great question. Here's the answer.
If you have a teen on Instagram and you're a parent and you want to start parental controls, you go to Profile to Settings, and then there should be a button called Supervision right there, and then follow the instructions.
As a reminder, if you are a parent and you have a teen or a preteen on the app and you have not done this, you absolutely should. We're going to take a quick break so you can hear a word from our sponsor, and then we will be back to talk about the reposting feature on Instagram, when NFTs are coming, and more. So stay tuned. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by #Slayer.com, which is a very easy to use Instagram hashtag tool that helps you get more views on the content that you make. If you spend time crafting your content, scheduling it, you want to make sure that as many people see it as possible. You can start growing at #Slayer.com and use coupon code IGStories, making sure you get your first month completely free. And we're back. The next question, repost feature? Just as a little bit of context, TikTok has repost feature. Twitter has always had a retweet feature. Instagram historically stayed away from this, except for the ability to share feed posts to stories, which everyone did, which made stories less interesting, in my opinion. Anyway, here's information about the repost feature and when it's potentially coming.
Nothing to announce, but we are exploring different ways that you might be able to recommend content, particularly given that feed is moving in a direction where it's going to be more recommendations over time. And we hope to find the best stuff on Instagram that you might not know about yet.
I like the concept of reposting to help people find other content that you would recommend, especially if it doesn't clog up your profile grid, so that people can still go to your profile and learn about you and not necessarily other people. I don't think that would really fit in with the way Instagram works. I'll keep you posted as that develops, of course. Next question. When are NFTs coming to Instagram? Here's an answer.
We have a small beta right now where we are allowing creators to share NFTs on Instagram, and we hope to expand it this year, both how many people have access to it, but also the different types of functionality that we support.
We've talked about NFTs a lot on this show, so I'm not going to go too far into that. The last question we're going to talk about today, when will Instagram unify video formats? This is a great question because it is very annoying how many different video formats there are and different lengths for those video formats. Here's his answer.
So what we're trying to do is consolidate all the video formats just to make Instagram simpler and easier to use. And we hope to get that done at some point this year, but no specific dates to announce right now. Sorry.
This is sorely needed, and I really look forward to seeing how Instagram handles that. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, tips, and a lot more.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.